some awards that will be given in addition to the meal today. So enjoy yourselves and welcome. We do have some words that are going to be shared at this time from someone that some of you may remember. He is a former principal here at Hampton High School, but a longtime fan and friend of Hampton High School, Mr. Kevin Davis. All right, just try not to get too close to them or it's going to get feedback.
Good afternoon, student athletes. First, I think we all need to give Miss Williams and Miss Pollard and her staff a round of applause for putting this on. Great job. It shows how much they care about you all, how much they care about the athletic program here at Hampton High School. Where are all my seniors? Raise your hand, seniors. June 16th, 7 o'clock, what's happening? June 16th at 7 o'clock, what's happening? Graduation, right? Graduation. Seniors, stand up. Seniors, stand up. And believe me, these seniors know me because they were 9th graders when I was here. And they remember when I had this microphone and I used to walk around the cafeteria all the time talking. Get in line, sit down, be quiet. They remember all that. But seniors, for 4 years you've been on the course. 4 years and some of you 5 years because you played JV ball also, JV sports. So congratulations to you seniors. We wish you success wherever you may go, whether it's college, the world of work, or the United States service. Thank you for what you've been doing for Hampton High School. You are going to be an alumni soon. You're going to be a graduate of Hampton High School. For the underclassmen, listen up just a minute. You still have a little ways to go. You still have things to do. You still have things to prove. It's been hard for all of you. It's been hard for all of us during this vid season, this vid years. Not only have you had to deal with the vid, you've had to still make the grades. You still had to go to class. You still had to go to practice. You still had to listen to the coaches. You still had to get yelled at and fussed at and do this and do that. You still had to go home and deal with parents and responsibilities at home. You had a lot to do. You still had to make the grades. You still had to stay in school. You still had to be that good student. Student athlete. You still had to walk these halls every day and be that young person that we all want you to be daily. So we take our hats off to you. We give you an applause. We say thank you for a job well done during this year and these last 2 years. Congratulations to you all. I know that you're hungry. I know that we have some good food back there for you to eat, but I'm not going to keep you long. Playing sports gives you a way that you learn some things. You learn some things about yourself. You learn about discipline. You learn about discipline. I'm not talking about the kind of discipline you get down when you go to the dean's office. I'm talking about the discipline that you learn by being steadfast, by staying on the course. When I talked about grades, you have to be so disciplined because not only do you have practice and games in the families, you've got to keep the grades. You have to be disciplined to do that. A lot of things that you had to do, a lot of things that you had to deal with yourself. You had to be disciplined to do it. You had to trust. You had to have trust. You had to have trust in yourself. You had to have trust in your fellow teammates. You had to have trust in your coaches. That's a hard thing to do in this day and time, to trust somebody. But when you're on that playing field, whether it's on the basketball field, the football field, the soccer field, the baseball field, wherever it might be, you needed to trust your fellow teammates. Listen up, folks. Listen to me for just a few minutes. Listen to me for just a few minutes. You had to trust your fellow teammates. That trust that you build with those teammates, that trust that you build with your family, the trust that you build with your peers throughout in the halls, those are things that mean something to you, and they teach you lessons in life. The trust that you have. One of the other things that we've always talked about at Hampton High School, we've talked about the legacy. You've heard that 1,000 times, the legacy. You all are part of that legacy. Seniors, you're getting ready to walk out of this house. You're getting ready to walk and start something else. Your days of wearing that Crabber uniform, that Crabber jersey, those days are going to be over. Believe me, young people, you're not going to be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old the rest of your life. Sooner or later, you're going to look up and you're going to be 20-something, and you're going to be 30-something, you're going to be 40-something, and you're going to actually talk about your days at Hampton High School. If you play it, because you all are the athletes here, you're the ones that had to do a lot of different things than a lot of folks that aren't in this auditorium, in this cafeteria right now. Those folks in the classroom, they're doing fine, yes. You've had to be in the classroom, and you've also had to be down in practices. You've had to play games. You've had to do just a little bit more than they've had to do. You're now carrying on that legacy of Hampton High School. You're carrying on that tradition of Hampton High School. We talk about it all the time, the legacy of excellence. You are now part of it, and we want you to remember it. These are what we call life lessons. Life lessons. I know that you hear it from your coaches, you hear it from your administrators, you hear it from your teachers, you probably hear it from your parents. Life lessons. You've got to make good choices, folks. Good choices about these life lessons. It's hard out here in this day and time, believe me. I understand, I know. But the lessons that you learned here at Hampton High School, the lessons that you learned on the athletic field, the lessons that you've learned by playing sports, let these lessons mean something to you. Let them stick in your heart. That's what's important. What's in your heart, what you feel about these experiences, this legacy that you have to carry. Crabbers, you are part of the legacy of excellence. Crabbers, young crabbers, graduating crabbers, you are all proud to be crabbers. Continue on, underclassmen. Seniors, we wish you the best. Let's eat. Thank you all so much.
We gotta hold up on eating. They're not ready. Whoa. Hold on. All right. So I just want to thank Ms. Pollard and Mr. Davis for the welcome and for the welcoming message. We're going to have to hold off a few minutes because they're not quite ready for us, okay? All right. So one thing that I want you guys to realize is as you look at your tables, there are some trophies and pieces of athletic memorabilia, and it's hard to determine where you're going to go if you don't know where you've been. So there's a lot in the legacy that Mr. Davis was talking about sitting at your table. So if you're sitting at a table and you see a trophy or a picture and you don't know who's in that picture or you don't know anything about that team that's represented in that trophy, you've got a lot of Hampton alums that are your coaches. Okay? They can tell you. Some of them were on those teams. Some of them personally know the people that may be are memorialized or in those
trophies and pictures, but you can also, we have coaches in who have coached championship teams. Ask them about it, okay? Let them tell you their story. It's important, all right? I'm gonna get started with the presentation. We have Mr. Blow is the golf coach and he's not here. So in his place, I'm gonna talk about the golf team briefly, okay? Our golf team had let's be respectful, okay? Our golf team was small, but they were mighty. We had 2 individuals on that team. We had 1 young man and 1 young lady. Hayden Deans represented the boys, and then Tori McLean, she represented the girls, okay? Both of them progressed to postseason play, where they did their best, but they didn't get a chance to go all the way to the state championships, okay? So if Hayden or Tori are here today, if they could step forward. They're not here? Okay. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to keep going. All right. So the next team that is up, if you have a program, we're going in the order of the teams on the program, okay? All right, so next up, we have volleyball. Yes, volleyball's up next, okay? When your name is called, please come up and get your certificate. Next week, if you stop by my office, I will hand out your letters, okay? All right, so to start with, I need Akira Grant. Next, Brooklyn Owens. All right, next up, Ashley Brown. Amaya Wright. Yes, ma'am. Go this way, that way. Jana Issa. Come that way. I'll scoot down. Here you go, Jana. Thank you. Abigail Fury. Sarah Graham. Aaliyah or Outlaw. Is Aaliyah not here? Okay, all right. Christiana Brooks. Okay. Caitlin Robinson. Natalie Brizuela. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Janeza Johnson. Y'all gotta go that way. I can't get this close to the speaker. Jordan Dupree. Michaela Whitlow. Thank you. All right, now, excuse me. There are 2 additional awards that are going to be given out at this time. All right. The Coach's Award is given to the player that shows the most improvement in the year. She started out as a manager and this year became a player. Her hustle and determination earned this award and an honorable mention on the all-conference team. This award goes to Jordan Dupree. I know. She's not with us today, but we'll clap for her anyway. Thank you. And the last award is for the most valuable player. This young lady has been a part of the Crabber volleyball team for 4 years. 1 year as a manager and 3 as a player. We have seen growth more and more each game. This year she was chosen to be a senior captain. This award goes to Brooklyn Owens. Thank you. All right, if you guys could give one more round of applause for our volleyball team. Thank you, ladies. All right. Excuse me. Let's keep it down. I know you guys are excited, but just bear with me. All right. The next team that we'll be discussing is varsity cheer. So cheerleaders, when I call your name, please come up.
I got it.
All right. Varsity cheer, we're going to get this started. Please give a round of applause for Amaya Cheeseborough. Akira Grant. Autumn Augustus. Destiny Randall. Michaela Mitchell. She's right there. Oh, and then there's one right there. Kiara Youngblood. Jasmine Piotrowski. Jordan White. Judah Jones. And Tanaya Etheridge. Is Tanaya here? Okay. All right, so varsity cheer, I need to see the 2 captains. Y'all didn't have cap? That's what they... All right, don't worry about it. That was what, yeah, she put it on this paper. All right, well, it's Autumn. All right, the truth comes out. Autumn, thank you for your leadership. We really appreciate the hard work that you do.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. And Miss Amaya Cheeseborough, thank you for your leadership as well. All right. Give us one round of applause for the cheerleaders, one last round. All right. Then after that, okay, it's football. All right, next up, we are going to be hearing from the coaches from the football team. I put what he said for the special awards.
The special awards. What is special awards?
He put, that's what he told me. Okay? Whenever you're ready.
Mic on? Test. All right, the first one for the football team is Chaos Watford. Chaos Watford. Oh, they're not in order? Raekwon Smith. LaRon Christian.
Yeah, hold on.
Right,
y'all stand right there. Just do it by the list.
Okay. So, I got you. You got it.
So, all right.
Hassan Harris. Joshua Brewington. Kobe Wannabe. Jakai Herbert. Trong. I didn't know how to say his last name. Javon Overby. Javon Overby. Jaquas Jones. Kadante Hazelwood. Quentin Pearson. Quentin Pearson. Xavier Lee. Xavier Lawton. Devin Anthony. Derek Hardy Jr. Amir Stanley. Abram Williams. Jason Williams. Davion Williams Jr. Torian Howerton.
We're going to take a quick pause for a moment. If you are a shuttle and if you don't have transportation at 5 o'clock, please go ahead to the shuttle now. If you do have transportation, then you are able to stay. Shuttles are leaving shortly.
Aiden Gibson. Shaquan Austin. Jaquan Montgomery. Corey Wynn. Nazir Holloman. You gonna smile? Josh Mendoza. Calvin Chester Jr. Mason Smith. No problem. Josiah DePriest. Courtney Payton. Zamarion Melvin. Quan Jackson. Marcus Triggs. Najee Gay. And we have a most outstanding offensive player. He's not here. It's Aiden Gibson. And we have the most outstanding defensive player. Xavier Lawton. Marcus Triggs. Yeah, hey.
All right, give another hand for the football team. Thank you so much. Huh? All right. So the next, hold on one second. I need your attention. right, guys, let's quiet down. Let's quiet down. Okay. So the next team to be recognized is our JV cheerleaders. Okay. All right. So JV cheerleaders, when you hear your name called, let's be respectful. Let's be a little bit quiet because you want everybody to hear your name called when your name is called. So let's give everybody else that opportunity. All right. So first, Zoe Little. No? All right. Next up, Bailey Alexander. Kanaya Kimbrough. Kanaya, come right here. Come right here. Thank you. All right. Megan Harris. Madison Harris. Shania Hicks. Tristan Davis. How do I say her last name?
I don't know. She's not here.
She's not here. Dayton, how do I say your last name? Okay. Denasia Owens. Jaza McFadder. Jalen Silver Johnson. Madison Flowers. Y'all line up like that so everybody can see you. So push down a little. Kyla Fennell. Trinity Utley. Namaya Boyd. All right. So give a round of applause for our JV cheerleaders. We've got one more team to do before we break to get some food, so just bear with me, okay? We have to jump out of order for just 1 second, okay? Coach Viaz, we're gonna go ahead and let baseball go. In case you weren't aware, the baseball team is in the playoffs. And so they're going to be leaving here shortly to go practice. So we're going to allow them to present their awards, okay? And while I'm giving you an update, here's another one. Our tennis team is not with us today because they are playing in playoffs as well. So we had people qualify in singles and doubles, so that's really fantastic. We only had 6 girls, but it was a mighty group. So that's fantastic. Also, the last shout out for the outdoor track, we'll be competing next week at the state championships. Okay. I'll pull your.
I'll give you later because I'm gonna go.
got you. I'll handle that.
I need the names. Yeah, I just need to see the names.
There's a list of names.
Are they in order?
They should be, yes.
All right, guys, we're going to do this real quick. Ion Jackson. You give it to him. Amir Sanders. Caden Jones. Drayton Carwell. Eli Chotrall. Quincy Faison. Rozelle Atkinson. Sean Blay. Toby Weymouth. Tyshawn Woodson. Cordero Williams. Torian Howerton. Grant Gibson. And MVP for baseball, Caden Jones. Most improved, Quincy Faison. All right, guys, y'all wish us luck. Monday at Churchland, 11 a.m. Y'all ain't got no school, come visit, all right? Hey, Coach.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, student athletes, we're getting ready to take a break for a food break. The baseball team, hold on, wait until your table is called. You will wait until your table is called. We're going to start, so the table's to my right. So you see where Mrs. Williams is? She will announce your table. So she will call your table up. Wait for your table to be called.
All right.